What's up, guys? It's Mike, the Smokin monkey, and the reason we are not in the Jeep right now is because I'm in the middle of cleaning it, and I wasn't really happy the way the last vlog ended off. I wasn't really satisfied with giving up on the Jeep because I don't really give up that easy, and I'm not really done having fun with that thing yet. As I said in the last vlog, I'm still planning on lifting it, and I still want to do a lot more off-roading and a lot more just enjoying of the Jeep. So I thought the first step towards that is, Mr. Squirrel, get out of my way. I want to run you over, buddy. Squirrels are nuts out here. But I figured it's time to clean it out, and it's not that dirty, it's just the floor. So from the last time we went off-roading and we got in that big mud puddle, yeah, that time we needed to clean it out, but I needed to get it repaired, so I didn't really have time to clean it out. So everything kind of just sat and got nasty, and now that it rained and I don't have the trunk sealed properly, it kind of got all nasty again, and it's not really dry and embedded in the carpet anymore. It's kind of just like mud in the Jeep again. And I tried cleaning it as best as I could, and no luck. So I found a carpet cleaner on sale, and it's hopefully a good one. I'm gonna go pick it up right now. I'm gonna go pick up a few other things as well. Hopefully we can clean this Jeep out pretty good, because it got really nasty. And it's not because I've got holes in the floor or anything. It's that once you let the Jeep sit, or any Jeep sit in a mud puddle that's substantially deep, as that one was, it starts to seep in through different places, like the brake pedal, and like just, yeah, different holes and stuff in the firewall, and all kinds of different things. I don't know about the new Jeeps like the JLs and the JKs, if they're built any better or any more sealed. Let me know in the comment section, because I'm actually really interested to know. But I know that TJs, they will take on some water, so we need to go and get ourselves a carpet cleaner to clean out all the mud. And I've already started cleaning the Jeep out a bit at home, so you guys will see that it's not that bad in there. It's just really the floors. The seats aren't even that bad. So let me stop talking, let me stop boring you guys, and I'll go pick up what I need to grab, and we'll go back to see the Jeep, and hopefully we can get it looking like new again. And we're back. So what I got was a Bissell Pet Pro carpet cleaner. Now you guys are probably thinking, is this thing good enough to clean the carpets? And hopefully it is. One of the main things that they mention on here is mud. Now if it'll focus for me, let's see. I guess it's not gonna focus, but one of the main things that it mentions that it removes is mud, and it does say that it is good for vehicles. And I read a lot of reviews that actually claim that it's actually pretty decent. So I'm gonna test this out, and we'll see exactly what it does. We'll see if the floors are any better when I'm done. Hopefully we can actually get some of that dirt out, if not most of it. And the other thing that I got was some more cloths, because I ran out. But I grabbed this. It is a quick wax. Now I know that the Jeep does not need a waxing, but I figured, let's see exactly how good this paint can look, and let's see exactly how shiny we can get this Jeep. Now, not for resale purposes or anything like that, but just to see exactly how good the paint is still on this Jeep. But also, maybe it'll help help repel a bit of the dirt and mud and guck when I'm out on the trails. Now, I'm not saying I'm gonna start waxing the Jeep, but we'll try it once. It was on sale, and maybe it'll actually do some good. But another quick update, I just went to the place that had a road force balancer, and they said my tires are too big. Surprise, surprise, my tires are too big again. So what we're gonna have to do is go to another place. I found a place that does truck tires. They said that they can take me in. So before we get to try this out and that out, let's hop in the Jeep, let's pack it up real quick, and I'll go get my tires balanced for the third time now, and hopefully we get rid of that vibration. But two of them are balanced, if you guys remember, and the other two in the rear are not balanced. So let's head over there now. Let's get them all balanced, and I'll take you guys for a drive. I'm on my way back now, and unfortunately they were not able to balance the tires either. And the reason being, the tires are out of round. So I guess it's my fault for not checking the condition and the age of the tires when I bought them. I guess you live and you learn. I will check a lot better from now on, but it is what it is at this point. I didn't pay an arm and a leg. I paid like 400 bucks, so it's not that bad. It's like a couple tanks of gas in this thing. And I guess I'm on the hunt for some new tires again, because the ones that we have are shit and they're not going to be able to be used other than going off-road. But I have to drive my rig to get off-road, so it looks like we are going to go and hunt for some new tires. And here we have it, so you guys can see it is pretty filthy, and you can see the water line right there and right there. So we're gonna clean all of that, including in here. I took everything out already so we can clean up properly and get all of the water and all of the mud and whatever's left in here out, and all of the mud in here. So you guys can see the water line again. That's not a shadow. But yeah, so let's see how good this steam cleaner, or sorry, not steam cleaner, carpet cleaner works. It's not a steam cleaner, but I did add hot water to it, so hopefully that helps with the cleaning. Let's go and let's get at her. And I think I will end up doing the seats as well. They aren't terrible, but I'm sure they can use a good cleaning. So far I've done one wheel well, and it is actually a lot better. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but it is a ton cleaner, especially over by the pedal, and even over here. Like, it looks a little dirty, but it's not really dirty. It's just kind of wet, more wet in this spot than it is in the others, but it looks pretty good. And even here you guys can see this piece compared to the piece next to it. This one's gray and this one's like brown, so it is doing something. I'll put them side by side there so you guys can see the comparison. It is doing a bit. So far so good. You guys can see the dirty water is like frothing with dirt. It is pretty dirty. And we still have a little bit left in the tank, so I'm gonna keep going, finish this tank off, and then we'll go and refill it. Just filled up a new tank, and it is looking pretty good. It's looking a lot cleaner than when we started, that's for sure. And yeah, like, there's no big mud chunks and no hard parts. All the carpet is nice and soft again, and all the carpet is starting to look the color it should. And it's never going to be perfect, but it is a lot better than what it was. As you guys can see, there's still mud back here. So let's move on to the back seats now. Hopefully we can get rid of most of this, and yeah, then maybe it won't look so dingy and nasty. So let's get to it. So I've done this part now, and not bad at all. I think it's looking a lot better. I even did all of the carpets over here just to freshen them up, and got under the seat as well. So pretty good. Like, it's not looking too bad at all. Compared to that, yeah, you can kind of see the dirt lines start like right there. And let's move on to that side and let's get it started at least, and then I'll go change the tank again. And I think I'm gonna start with that spot right there. Let's see exactly what this stuff can do, and hopefully we can get that stain out. Well, that spot came out great, way better than I actually expected. Most of it is gone. I'll go over it one more time, but first I gotta go empty this guy again because it is filthy. But yesterday when I emptied this, there was probably about this much of it just pure mud, like 2 pounds. So I'm guessing this is gonna be another close to 2 pounds because this thing, it weighs quite a bit. But damn, that's a lot of mud coming out of the floors. I am really impressed, especially with how these carpets started to how they look now. They look fantastic. There we go, get some light in there. So it is getting pretty late, guys, and I'm getting pretty tired. So I'm gonna go empty this thing out, fill it up tomorrow, and we'll be back at it again, and hopefully we can finish the whole Jeep by the end of tomorrow. And it is the next day. As you guys can see, this side turned out pretty good. It doesn't look as great down here with this light, but once I get it outside into the sun, you guys will see that it actually does look pretty decent compared to something like this. So now let's bang out the rest of it, and I will bring this thing outside and show you guys exactly how nice I actually got it. Well, we're making some progress. It's starting to look like a floor again. And it's a pain in the ass getting in there, but I'm getting there. But you guys can see it is getting a lot better. You can see the texture again. It's nice and fluffy. But some problem areas, like right here in the corner, you guys can tell I went over that many times, but it's just worn out carpet. Just like on the other side, there's a few spots. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with what this thing can do. We've got a little bit left over here and over there, and then the back. But this tank is full again, so I'm gonna have to go empty this thing out, and I'll be back in a minute. Round 3, and while I was upstairs getting water, a package came for me. So now we've got a lot more useful light, which I can just attach to the roof here, and that helps out quite a bit. So now you guys can see a little bit better, hopefully. So let's get at it. Let's finish the last little bits here in the front, and then I got to do the trunk and the seats. I've already done that seat, and we should be done. Nice thing about this light is you can turn it once it's mounted. The clips stay in place, so I can do the back or the front, whichever I choose. But it's pretty good, and it's got 2 brightness levels, and of course it is wireless, so not bad at all. It is made to be used under the hood, but obviously it works both ways. Well, this side is done now, and we got everything even all up in there, looking a lot better. And I think I do need to touch this side up. It is looking a little bit dusty after it dried up, but I guess that's just because that was the first spot where I tried the cleaner, and I wasn't really used to using it. But as you can see, it is getting better, and the carpets are coming out a little bit better. But it is a Jeep, it doesn't have to be perfect. I just don't want it to be full of mud, like ridiculously dirty. But as long as it's decently clean, then it'll be good enough to take out on the trail and get dirty again. And I've emptied this out tons of times already, so I figured I'll show you guys exactly what is coming off of these floors. And let's see if I can do this without spilling it all over the place. And there's always like a ton of mud left in the bottom. This is actually the smallest load of mud, I guess because I was going over mostly the same area a couple times, but usually it's like halfway up to that little stick, like this indicator stick here. So right now it's like maybe, I don't know, just a little bit in there, but usually it's like 2 pounds of mud each time. And this is like the 5th time that I'm emptying it. So let's fill it up again, and let's go back and clean the carpet some more. Hard to believe all this stuff actually fits in the Jeep, but somehow. But back to cleaning. Now the way we're gonna have to do this is, and don't worry, I put down a mat so I'm not ruining the nice clean carpets. We are gonna have to go and clean this. Let me get my light for you guys. There we go. Clean this with that nice beautiful watermark there. Clean that to make it look like this. And yes, now you can see the big difference between these dirty, rusty, mud-filled floors compared to the nice, or not nice, but the gray, clean carpet that is on this side. So let's go, let's finish it up, let's get all the mud out of here. Let's do the seats. There's still glass from when I broke my window. Nice. And after we finish all of that, we will do the trunk. Actually, we'll do this, then we'll do the trunk, then we'll do the seats, and then we'll do the last touch-ups on all the little floors on wherever I see some dust or some mud that's still there. And then hopefully we should be done with this job. Just to put it into context for you guys, each one of those tanks lasts about an hour to an hour and a half, and this is my 5th tank. So yeah, you guys can do the math. We've been here for a little bit. Now we are finally done, and the reason I didn't tape it for you guys is this seat right here doesn't move. Well, it doesn't slide. It never slid since I've owned the Jeep, and you can see there's like a 6-inch difference, and that 6-inch difference makes a big difference. So it's kind of hard for me to get in there, and with the way I have to cram myself in there, there's no way to get a good shot. But I've done everything back here except for this ledge. I ran out of juice. I need to go fill up my tank again. But I did the wall, or like that little step, and all of underneath here. You guys can see I did all the way to the end of that little carpet there, all the way there. You can see right through to the gap between the door and the seat, and we pretty much covered everything. So there is a few spots left over. It's not perfect back here, and I will go over it one more time, but it is still drying. So once it dries, it's gonna look a lot better, as you guys can see in the front and here, as you can see on this side. So I have to go and fill up my tank again. I'm gonna redo a few spots, like over here, right here, and in the front there, and then I will do my seats and the trunk. And this light is working great. I'm super happy with it. It's doing exactly what I want it to do, and yeah, so far so good. This has taken me a lot longer than I thought it would, but it's going to be a lot nicer in here once I'm done. It's going to be like driving almost a new Jeep, at least interior wise. And once we keep repairing it, we're going to have a new Jeep exterior wise. So let's keep going and let's finish this thing off, because it's been way longer than I thought. All right, and it's the next day again. It seems like this thing is dragging on forever, but this side is almost done. I still have to finish this and make it look a lot cleaner, such as this side. I went up to about here, and now we're gonna do the rest of that. All of this section here, the seat, this seat, and then we should be done. But I did address that front side again, and I took care of that last night. So let me finish this all up and I'll show you guys the finished product. And I just ran out of fluid again, so there's 6 or 7 tanks already. I can't even remember anymore, but it's looking a lot better. This side compared to this side over here still looks pretty dingy. Not bad, not bad. And we are done this section and this section. I still have to do everything behind the amps here, and then just the top of this fender or wheel well. And yeah, everything else is pretty much good. So I'm gonna go fill up one more tank and we will finish this off and that front seat. And before we fill up that next tank, or that final tank I should say, finally, I got another couple packages here, and it's more stuff for the Jeep. We've got visors, and I say visors because it was $50 for one or $70 for two, And if I change one, it's gonna look kind of off that they're not both the same color. So here's 2 new visors. And is that tailgate seal. And I got a whole big old roll of it. Hopefully this will do the trick and keep that water out of the trunk. It is exactly what people were saying I should get in the comment section. So it has the like 1-inch or 1/2-inch strip with a bulb at the end, and this will hopefully give me that seal. So just wait till the next video, guys, because I know this video is getting a little bit lengthy, but this and this, or I should say this and this, will be added onto the Jeep shortly. And I've got a few other things that will be added on as well. I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but keep waiting. And next video, I will be putting on a few more things, finishing touches, I should say. And we should make the Jeep look very nice and finished after all of that. And we're back. 8th tank, round 3. And hopefully we are gonna finish everything. Well, actually we are gonna finish everything for sure. But yeah, feels good to be on the last stretch. Now I'm gonna get rid of everything from here on back, including some mud stains here. And yeah, so we did this side. We still got to do this side. As you can see, it is still dingy. And we did this. We haven't done this one. So let's finish everything up, and hopefully we don't get it too dirty in the near future. But it doesn't have to be perfect, because we are taking this thing off-roading. It is going to get dusty, it is going to get muddy, but at least it's a refresh and it's a fresher, and it's a lot better than it was. I know what you guys have been thinking the entire time. Why don't I just take this out and bedline everything? There is a few reasons. The speaker wires being one. I have speaker wires running underneath all the carpets. Secondly, I like having the carpets. I just like having them. And thirdly, there is a couple holes in the floor up front there. So yeah, we gotta address that before we can bedline everything. And I think that once I do address that, that will be the next step. But for now, just trying to make it as nice as I can. Well, I can officially say we are done. And we finished everything in here, in the back. Both of the front seats, the floors, even though, yes, I know these ones still look kind of dusty on camera. They are not, they are just worn out. I've tried going over them many, many times, and it is what it is at this point. Yeah, so far I'm super impressed with how it came out. Don't mind that, I spilled a little bit of water while I was finishing up here, but I am super impressed with how everything came out, especially that side. This side was horrible, and now it is looking a lot sharper. And these seats definitely needed it, especially because they've probably never been done in 20 years. And they came out great. So unfortunately, it has started raining or snowing or something outside. So I won't be able to go outside to show you guys, but you get the gist of it. It came out pretty damn good. I'm super happy with how it came out. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have ever actually had to do this to your Jeeps, or if you're planning to do this to your Jeep. And if you are, get ready for a nice long cleaning session. but depending on how thorough you want to be or how dirty your Jeep is to start, it might not be as bad as mine. So with that being said, I am glad to be done. And we're back. We are done. Finally, we can put the carpet extractor away, and yeah, finally we can just enjoy the Jeep. There are a couple last minute things that I want to add, like those sun visors and that weather stripping, and I have a couple other things. Don't really want to spoil it for you guys, but I'm going to say that it has to do with the tires being balanced, and that's all I'm really going to say at the moment. But there is something else coming tomorrow, and I will be putting that on soon, so hopefully you guys will be there to see it with me. And I know a lot of you guys will see, a lot of you guys will say that I probably should have just ripped my carpets out and not bothered and not worried about dealing with all of the headache. But honestly, I enjoy having the carpets. I like having them. It's good for sound insulation. It's good for, sound deadening. It's good for insulation in the winter. It's good for covering up the speaker wires, covering up the holes in the floor, covering up a whole bunch of other stuff. And yeah, it just, it's nice to have. I enjoy having it. And eventually, the goal is to get it out of there and to rhino line it or bed line the bottom. And that will be something that's going to be one of the last things that I do, because right now I'm just worried about getting it mechanically running good again, because everything somehow starts to fall apart when everything seems to be running good. So we'll see exactly how long everything lasts and how long it runs good for. But fingers crossed, we should be able to get out there and get on the trail a couple times and have a good time. But as is, I'm pretty surprised with how it came out, and I'm super happy with it so far. So hopefully you guys are too. And let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want to see next. And if you're new around here, jump down there, hit that subscribe button, and let me know what you guys want to see next on the channel. And until next video, I hope you guys ride safe out there. See you guys in the next one. Peace.